Hi, welcome to AFTV. It's now time for player ratings, lads. All right, let's get into this. 1-1 draw. Can go down the motorway happy. Happy we didn't win, but we can be happy.
Listen, we're top of the league. I'm happy. Yeah. I'm happy. I mean,
happy-ish.
Well, we wanted all three. We wanted all three. But you know what I mean? We're top of the league at Christmas.
Look, listen, when it comes to Christmas, I want free jacket. I want free potatoes. I don't want two. I always want more.
You're supposed to be having
As
rice,
Oliver
not
says,
fucking
I
potatoes.
want more. I want more rice, more chicken. That's what you do at Christmas. I wanted more points.
Bloody, I don't want you around mine for Christmas. You're going to eat everything, bloody hell.
Well, that's right, like, you know.
All right, let's get to this. Let's start with David Raya. And of course, I'm going to come to you for that one.
Oh, thank you very much. 8 out of 10. I thought everything he done today was spot on. I've heard people criticising him for goal. Don't see how they can do that.
A few people have said that. Even AGT said Keeper could have done better surely with that. I said,
well, I don't know. I'm going to have to wait until I get home and see it. But it looked like it was top.
There's no way.
No. So, and I thought that everything that they threw at him, you know, he didn't have a great deal to do. But what he done exceptionally well. So 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think. I don't know what he could have done with the goal.
No way.
We're right behind the goal. That was hit with some power, man.
Yeah.
I think before he could even move, that was in the back of the net.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was 8 fair?
And I'll probably go 7, just because of the fact that he has conceded a goal. But he played all right. He played well. His distribution was good. He's very calm at the back. He came and caught everything well. I thought, yeah, he played very well. I'll give him a 7.
I'm going to overrule it and say 8 because I think you're right. He done
Thank
well.
you very much.
Let's go to Ben White, Robbie.
I thought, me and Lee was having a little discussion about it. I didn't think he was too bad today. You know what I mean? You know, I thought, you know, without being spectacularly good, you know, the problems weren't really coming down his side. You know what I mean? I thought he did all right.
That's a good point, actually. He wasn't coming down.
7.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah.
Well, see, I'm a big Ben White fan, as everybody knows, but like I think me and Robbie were talking about, I'm judging Ben White on last season as well. I'm looking at his performances last season. He's nowhere near at that level. But and Robbie has convinced me that he weren't that bad today. So yeah, 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah.
I think that's fair. Let's go to a man that I've been backing, William Saliba.
Oh, I thought he was sensational today. I really do. Like, you know, must have been close to man of the match, him and Gabriel, Declan. But 9 out of 10 for me. I'm going to say it. I thought like he was that good today. I thought composed, defended really, really well. A couple of times we do leave ourselves open at the back one-on-ones, and he mopped it up and makes it look easy. Maybe I'm being biased, I don't know, but 9 out of 10 for me.
That's a high rating.
Yeah, I'll probably give him an 8, but he does, like Lee says, he does everything so well. He makes it look so easy. He's so comfortable. The one thing I know, right, you know, like we keep saying, England got a great chance of winning the Euros, which I do think we do. But bloody hell, so have France, man. I mean, they've got him and Konate.
Well, that's if they play him.
Yeah, I thought that Konate was brilliant for them as well.
Yeah, he was good today.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, they've got both of them young. I'm like, Jesus.
That's a good point,
That's
actually.
2 brilliant centre-backs, man. And I thought today, yeah, I was very happy with his performance. I give him an 8. He was solid. And, you know, I think we're seeing a guy that is going to be a top centre-back for years to come.
100%. And I'm going to, we'll go with what you went with, an 8 there on that, so I have to overrule your one. But I have to say, the next defender, I actually think was better than Saliba today.
Yeah,
as much as I love Saliba. Gabriel Magalhaes deserves his flowers.
And he scored as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And he defended brilliantly. And it was a very physical game. He had to be here. I mean, I'm sure you would have seen it on TV. Very physical game, very quick. Played at electric pace, high intensity. The referee was allowing a lot of things. And he coped with everything. And he's brilliant in these type of games. Underrated player.
Massively.
There's still people like, he makes a lot of mistakes. Well, tell me the last time he made an error. You know what I mean? He was fantastic today. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 or?
Oh no, I'm going 9.
Good, because I was going to overrule him. Go on.
I think all 4 central defenders today were absolutely outstanding. All 4 of them, both teams. But I think that Gabriel was, you know, he does go under the radar a little bit with Saliba, but I thought he was sensational today. Like, you know, he had to cover a little bit of the area. The one thing that I would give him probably maybe a little bit of criticism, he didn't back double up for the goal, maybe get over a little bit. I don't know if it was of him or the holding midfield player. Got the goal. I thought he was brilliant from start to finish. So 9 out of 10 for me.
And overall, I say 9 as well. I think he deserves fouls. Let's go to Zinchenko, Lee.
Oh, I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give him a 7 because I think that he done some really good stuff. But I also think that You know, obviously he got. Oh, listen, I'm going to. People criticise. I say it again, like, you know what I mean?
Online
Like,
they'll be going mad
they'll be
about.
going mad. Oh, we got done by Mo Salah. You know what I mean? Like, he's not the only one that's going to be done by a quality player. When it happens with Saka, we go, how great Saka is. We never go to the fullbacks bad. I think he was one-on-one with him. He's going to beat you every now and then, like. But on reflection of it, I'm thinking back about it. He didn't really dominate him too much. At the end of the day, he made a few mistakes when he's trying to, you know, because we play that dicey game. I've got to say it, like, you know what I mean. You know, so he takes risks. It's risk football. Sometimes it gets the reward. Didn't today, and there were some things that he done well. I don't think he was that bad today.
I'll probably give him a 6. He got done too easily for me. He misjudged the flight of the ball. And then, you know, again, then I think he should have made put in a better tackle or something. I thought Salah got past him, as good as Salah is, I think he got past him too easy. You know what I mean? He should have made it a bit more difficult, get your body there a bit more.
But then after that, Salah was quiet.
And then in the second half as well, he had a few sloppy moments. But it's a bit like what Lee says, right? This is the thing about Zinchenko. I watch him play a lot, and I'm like, I find it really difficult to mark him low because that's his game. He's been sent out there to play like Lee says. He's play that high risk stuff, right? Because you can play people in and stuff like that. So I'll probably give him a 6. He's unlucky to get the 6 because, again, as well, I think when you got up against Mo Salah, you need help, and he didn't really get no help. You know what I mean? And after that, like you said, he dealt with Mo Salah very, very well. But for that one moment, he got away.
I will also say, which is a compliment to him, is that when it goes wrong, he carries on doing
Getting
it.
on the ball.
He
doesn't hide.
He doesn't hide. He's brave. He's brave to do that.
I was going to mention, so I'm glad you mentioned that.
I love him as a player, but I can see why when it's sort of like an away game at a place like this, if Tomiyasu is fit, he plays just for that better defensive work, you know.
I am gonna go with the 6, but please, people, like, I
It's
know
an unlucky
it
6.
is because online they're gonna be like they're gonna over exaggerate it. But yeah, 6 I think is fair. Let's go into midfield. Declan Rice.
Yeah, I'll probably give him my man in the match today. I'm gonna give him an 8 as well. I thought he was superb. You know what I mean? Energy all over the place. Spoke to a lot of Liverpool fans after the game. They're like, "Hey, proper. Hey, you've got a special player there." You know what I mean? And you know, I just thought that he controlled the midfield today. I thought midfield-wise, we had the better midfield. We bossed it. They tried to bypass the midfield, Liverpool, because they knew, you know, and I just thought his energy in there, his work rate, his passing, you know what I mean? And, you know, when he had to take one for the team, he took one for the team as well. Everything he does is just superb. And, you know, this guy is a very, like, you know, a few years ago when Liverpool won the title, they went out and signed Van Dijk and he was a difference maker. I'm hoping that Rice is going to be our difference maker. He's quality.
Yeah. There was no patterns of play from Liverpool in the midfield. All was from Arsenal. Our midfield was brilliant. Let's get your thoughts on Declan Rice.
Well, if he has an 8, it's a poor game.
Yeah.
That's how good he is.
Actually,
9 out of 10.
Yeah. He gave him man of the match. I said 8. I was thinking.
I'll switch it to a 9 actually. Let me switch it to a 9.
Like, I'm going to be really honest with you, like, you know, there was a moment in that game when the atmosphere was unbelievable and they was on us. If he isn't in that team and in that midfield, we crumble. They get the goal. He held us together for 10 or 15 minutes there by getting himself on the ball, driving, winning tackles. As he says, had to take one for the team, still made his tackles and that. I'm just running out of things to say about how good this kid is. You know what I mean?
I said it on Sky this morning.
Right.
Underpaid.
Where was that?
I mean,
Where was that? All good. All right. So Declan Rice 9.
what did you give him?
9. And you're going to stick with 9, and he's your man of the match as well. So that's the man of the match. Okay, let's go a bit ahead of him. Before we go to our captain, let's go to Kai Havertz.
7 out of 10 for me with Kai, because I felt in the first half he wasn't quite at it. It wasn't at the way he's been playing. I thought second half he come to the party. I have to say that. I thought he was really good. He got stuck in. And maybe the booking in the first half didn't help, but I thought he was immense in the set. He's now becoming a real important player for that midfield, because I felt the midfield today, we bossed it. We wasn't at the greatest, but we bossed it, like, you know, and he was much to do with that, like, you know. So for me, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. He should have got a penalty as well today.
Yeah, well, I'd like to look. I've not seen a penalty back. You know, who knows? I'm not seeing it back. It did look
Yeah, it was right in front of him.
But we are going to say that, aren't we?
Yeah.
Have you seen it back? I don't know, right? But I thought
I only had to see it when I was out there. And what makes it really unbelievable is I've had about 15 Scousers come up to me showing the Odegaard one. Well, show me the Havertz one then, like, you know.
Exactly.
But I thought he played really well today. You know, I mean, he had full of energy everywhere, tackles, and he was creating a lot as well. He was trying to get on the ball. You know, I mean, he's really grown as a player. I think 7's fair. Yeah, he had a good game. And we're going to miss him. He's out now, and he got a yellow card. I think that's 5. He'll miss West Ham.
Yeah, let's go straight back to you, Robbie. He's not hiding from. No, he's not doing that. Let's go straight back to you, Robbie, for Martin Odegaard.
I thought he played well today as well, Odegaard. I have to say, right, the Scousers were also. I think you said 15 Scousers. I'd say probably about 30 Scousers showed me that penalty on their phone, and I have to admit.
Is it bad?
It's bad. I listen, in the game, I told you, innit? I said,
he was fooling.
I'm like, hey, that looks like a penalty.
Yeah.
And I was thinking they might bring it back. And then when I looked on it, but I was saying to AGT when I was on COP TV, I was saying, there's 2 angles of it, right? There's one angle that looks like, you know, that's a penalty. You know what I mean? He looks like he's like playing basketball. Yeah. But there's another angle that sort of looks like he's lost control and slipped and it's accidental.
That's what it seems like.
And I feel that maybe they've looked on it and said, boy, we can't, got one angle saying one thing, one angle saying the other thing. We stick with a guy on the field. That's what I think happened. But I think we kind of got away with one. Yeah. I thought he played well. Yeah. He played well. Again, some lovely little intricate play in that midfield. He was a driving force in there. I'll probably give him a 7 as well.
Yeah, 7 out of 10. There was one time when he went through and I felt
should have
gone
on.
Should have gone on and then shot and he
Please,
didn't.
Odegaard.
But like, if he could just add that to his game, you know, it'd be sensational. But I like the way he plays. I love the little round the corner passes he does, 1-2s and things like that. Was under pressure. We've got people on him and all that, like, you know. But yeah, 7 out of 10 for me.
Okay.
Amount of times he beat the press.
Oh. Yeah.
He's so composed, press resistant. He's very good. Let me come back to you, Lee. Bukayo Saka.
Oh, well, when he had his boots on, not his flip-flops, he was all right, like, you know what I mean? I thought he caused problems today. I think that's his best game for a while, to be fair, like, caused a few problems.
Bukayo Saka, yeah?
Yeah, I think he did. I don't think he's at the level, nowhere near at the level that he was last season, if I'll be honest, but he's still an handful. Yeah. And he was an handful there, you know. Gomez, I thought, done well. They're always having players doubling up with him. It wasn't his greatest game, but I think he's been better. So it's 7 out of 10 for me today.
That's a high rating.
I think I'll probably give him a 6, you know. I thought, even though you're right, he was dangerous today. He was a danger. There was one time when he put a great ball into the box. There was no one to sort of run in on the end of it. But then he wasn't as effective as we're used to seeing him. I thought he had a little bit of a frustrating game, so I'll probably give him a 6.
I think 6 fair. I think he'll be disappointed in today's performance. Let's go to Martinelli.
And I think I'll say the same thing for him as well. He was a bit frustrating today. He had good moments where he did good things and beat players and that, and went past players. And then he had frustrating moments where you're like, yo, why don't you cross it or shoot or do something? He overplayed a bit too, and then in the second half, almost like he got a bit tired. He just kept losing the ball, and it was no surprise to me when he came off. So I'm probably the same, 6.
Yeah, I'm going to say Martinelli is a bit starting to become a little bit of a concern for me. Where we need him. We need him banging form like he was last season. Hopefully he'll regain that. I felt at times he worked hard. I thought first half he done well. He was dangerous.
He's a handful as well.
He was a handful, and he should have scored. At second half, everything he tried in the second half just didn't happen for him. And listen, you're going to get games like that, but you know, he needs to step up a little bit more. Listen, at the end of the day, he's just not quite at it at this moment in time. A 6 out of 10 for me.
Okay. Let's go to Gabriel Jesus, Robbie.
Him, I give him a high mark. I thought he played really well today. He was holding it up. He was everywhere. He tried his socks off. There weren't many clear-cut chances for him, but the selfless work that he did for the team was brilliant. I'd probably give him an 8. I thought he played very well today. He's definitely the best of the forward players.
Yeah, I'll probably say 7.5 to 8. I thought that some of his hold-up play today was brilliant. You know, he draws fouls in. I don't think he gets the credit for his hold-up play because like there was a couple of times there, you know, Van Dijk just can bully players, and he doesn't do that. He couldn't do that to him. You know, holds him up, plays that. There was one the ball and he got his chest on in the
Oh,
second
yeah.
half. You know, sensational to see. There was there's going to be always going to be the argument that they need someone, you know, as a goal scorer. But I think if
He's
we
a
bring
joy
in
to
some-
watch as
Yeah,
well.
he's a joy to. If we bring someone in, we lose that fluidity of what he's got. I thought he was brilliant today. Again, like 8 out of 10. If that's what the
yeah.
consensus is, then I'll go with that.
Yeah, we've got no half marks. At 8 out of 10 it is. Let's just quickly rattle through the subs. Trossard, Lee.
Listen, I think he done well when he come on today. Like, you know, that's the first time in the first couple of games that he's come on and looked lively. I was calling for him to come on for Martinelli, and I thought he looked dangerous when he come on and kept the ball, give us something a little bit more different to Martinelli. Martinelli's more like stretching teams. He was bringing us into the play, and I thought he done well. 7 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I think he's better off the bench.
I agree with that, and I agree with Lee. I thought we should have brought him on earlier. You could see that Martinelli weren't having a great game in the second half, and Trossard, when he came on, he showed a lot of quality. You know what I mean? I wish he'd have been on longer. I think we might have got something a bit more out of the game.
Yeah.
So I thought he did very well.
7. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
And then man, come straight back to you, Robbie. A man who I think did really well when he come on. Eddie Nketiah today.
Yeah, Eddie did well when he
Did
came.
well.
You know what I mean? He did well. You know what I mean? He's sort of getting into that stage of the game where it's like nobody wants to make a mistake. So if it does go into your forward player, it wasn't like he had chances or anything, but if it does go into your forward players, let it stick. Win a few fouls. He did all that.
Yeah,
I mean, I think he was sent on to kind of do that. He did that very well.
Yeah, he did.
I know people will say, "Oh, you didn't score."
Yeah, but
It's not always about that. When you come to a difficult place like this, and you come on at the end of the game, it's all about not losing this game. You know what I mean? This is a big game, big moments. There's a lot on it. If you lose the game, all of a sudden you're leapfrogged at the top of the league by Liverpool, the momentum shifts and that. So this was a big result for us.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't win, it's a big result for us coming here and getting a point. And I thought Eddie did very well, so I'm going to give him a 7. Did well.
7. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a 7 as well, because what I felt today is when our goal threat and the threat didn't stop when he come off. We still looked lively. We still looked like that we could get something from the game. So his performance was as good as what it was expected to be. It didn't drop from Jesus, which is what you wanted, and I think that's hard to do coming into an intense game like that, and that's where I give both of them credit for in a position and hit the ground running. And I thought that was a very, very good performance from Eddie today. Like, you know,
7 fair?
and 7 definitely fair, and I felt that his performance contributed in us keeping that point.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, let's rattle just quickly. I'll come back to you, Lee, for the referee's marking.
2 for his clothes.
Referee, Robbie.
I didn't like the referee today. I thought he was too inconsistent. You know what I mean?
Didn't give the penalty though for
He didn't give the
handball.
penalty.
So-
Right. He didn't give the penalty for the handball. You know, maybe that should be. I'm going to go back and look at it at home. But then also, just in general, inconsistent.
Yeah.
You're allowing it to go 1 minute and then you're booking other
yeah.
people the next minute. And you know, I thought Saka's booking was a bit harsh. You know, but then at the end, the one thing I would give him at the end there would have been many a referee might have sent Saka off.
Oh, the
And
slip.
Saka slipped. He obviously slipped. He didn't mean to do that. And I think he used common sense there right at the end. So for that, I give him a 5.
Okay, I will go with that. We'll go with that. I think that's fair.
Well, I
Let's.
thought we had a shocker.
Did you?
Absolute shocker.
Serious.
Yeah,
What I'm
seriously.
saying with that
I know that
was-
for that thing with Saka, yeah, he did do well on that, but the inconsistencies
Yeah, it's
is
bad.
now
It's bad.
it's becoming it's
But
ruining football.
we expect it now.
Well, yeah, they're so poor.
I know,
You know what I mean? If you know, just poor.
All right, fair. Let's go to for you, Lee. The manager's rating today, Mikel Arteta.
Oh, look, listen, to come away here and not lose, you've got to give credit for that. I felt we substituted. If I'd be really critical of him, I would say that maybe like he could have got Trossard on a little bit earlier.
Hypercritical.
But I'm being hypercritical, and it's also difficult when you got Martinelli because he's always likely to score. So I understand why he held back on it, like. But other than that, you know, team selection he got right today, and yeah, so 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, 8 out of 10 for me. You know what I mean? He's come here, Anfield, twice now, 2 years in a row, and hasn't lost. You know what I mean? He's got this team playing some great football. To come to Anfield, we all saw all the stuff being spoken about the game. I know it was a draw as well. It was a 0-0 draw here last week, but basically United come part the bus.
Yeah.
Didn't really attempt to win the game. This was different. This was the opposite. We came and we were looking to win the game. We stuck it on Liverpool. You think about how loud this place is, how riled
loud
up
today.
under the lights. How many teams come here and do that? Stuck it on. You know, Liverpool came back into the game, obviously, as we know. But I think it was a very brave tactics that he used today, but also brave but controlled. Lee was saying to me after the game, he's going, I love the way that we're coming to away games and being controlled. I think in the big away games this season, he's been a bit unlucky. We were so unlucky at Villa not to get something out of that, and even at Newcastle as well. He's developing as a manager really, really well. He's learning how to come to these places. You can't come here and be gunno. I remember we used to do that under Arsene Wenger and get smashed. And I think there's a valuable point today. This was quite a defining game. Well, it's not going to define the title, but it's like it's a momentum type game where you're sort of coming to your big rival and you're saying, well, hold on a minute, we're going to show you we are a very, very good
scared.
side. And a lot of the Liverpool fans are walking away from us saying,
Respect.
Best team that's come here this season.
Yeah, respect.
So 8. Well
okay. I'll come back to you, Robbie. We sat together and was kind of down the bottom. The fans today, but I don't know if it was different, if it was louder where you were, but today it's felt. I know that Anfield was very, very loud today.
Yeah, I thought our fans today were a little bit apprehensive.
Yeah.
We went into the lead and we were making up noise and that, and then in the second half we were a bit apprehensive. I wanted us to get behind the team a little bit more. So I'll probably give us a 7 today, but it's Christmas.
Yeah, I like to sing, but it was a bit quiet.
Well, do you know what? I think because it was such an enthralling game, I think like at times maybe he was watching the game, it was tense, watching the game. I have to say it's probably, I don't know if it was the quietest we've been. I just think it's the loudest that's been around us. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you had it from up above, at the sides, and all that. Like, you know, listen, that was an intense atmosphere today, and we handled it well. So 7 out of 10 for the fans. Yeah, I'll go along with that.
That's fair. And well, message from us to everyone: Merry Christmas, to the whole Arsenal team, the manager, and obviously everyone who's supported and watched. Enjoy it.
And also, hold on, we've got to say Merry Christmas to all the camera guys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Thank you very much.
Here we go. What was that question?
Was it a pen?
What, the Havertz push?
Havertz one or the other guy?
The handball.
Take your pick. Take your pick.
I'd say,
Both pens are sending off. Trent hits the crossbar from nowhere. It could have been anything.
Fair result.
Boys, fair result. Good side, Arsenal. Well played, boys.
Thank you very much.
Respect. Have a lovely Christmas. Merry Christmas. And yes, and so are you.
That's what football's all about. That's what we love coming here to Anfield. Right, their fans are always fair.
Yeah.
The only person they hate is Julian.
And rightly so. Merry Christmas, and everyone behind the camera as well. Thank you, and make sure you give us your ratings on the AFTV Plus app, and we'll see you again, West Ham. Take care.